Hello, lovelies. How are you? Oh my gosh, we have so many friends already. Hello, how are you guys? And gals and non-binary pals. Kay, congratulations on being first today, and thank you for redeeming your daily blanket and expanding your blanket for it. Zeppy, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. Desi, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. How are you all? It's so good to see you. Chlorine, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket and expanding your blanket for, oh my gosh, so many friends. It's so good to see you all. I hope you're doing well. Good news is if you were here last night, and especially near the end of stream last night, I got raided by a lovely person, and I unfortunately startled so bad that I knocked over my glass of water and doused my keyboard. So I pretty much immediately had to stop stream. But thankfully, Rice is a savior. And of course we have Leo here. He wants attention. So say hi, Leo. But Rice saved the day. So I have the type of keyboard. I've got cherry keys. And so I ended stream. I unplugged it. I removed all my keys. Put them in a little Tupperware container. I shook my keyboard to get as much of the water out that way. And then I poured a bunch of rice into a baking sheet. And I put my keyboard face down, keys down, on top of all the rice. And I left that for a day, overnight through the next day. And so when I got home from work today, I plugged it in, I tested all my keys, everything looks great. So we're good. My keyboard is saved, no lasting consequences to my clumsiness. And we have vowed to never have an open glass of water or any other liquid near the electronics ever again. It is. Leo's here. He's being good. Mostly. Now he's being shy. He's a very dapper boy, my Leo. He is a very handsome boy. He is, believe it or not, he is almost 11 months old. We're coming up on his 1-year birthday. I will take suggestions for an idea as for what we should do to celebrate his birthday. Because he'll be turning 1 in July. So I figure we ought to do something. It's coming up fast. But yeah, welcome in, everyone. I'd love to hear about your days. I hope they were good ones. Mine was kind of long, but I'm glad to be here. And yeah, we're gonna dive in. We're building a medieval tavern. We're doing a time warp back, and we're gonna finally get to build our medieval tavern. Because if you were here last week, I accidentally temporarily broke my Sims game last week just before I was to start this. You participated in Day of Caring, so you mulched all day. That sounds like a very good way to spend your day, though. Get some sunshine, vitamin D, a good cause. So, that sounds like a pretty good day. It sounds like you did a lot of hard work, and I hope you get to relax now. It was a beautiful day. I love that for you, Zeppy. But we're gonna switch over to our game here. This is the lot we're working with for our medieval tavern today. It's next to the church deliberately. Historically, taverns were actually fairly close, would be historically fairly close by to a church, mainly because the tavern was usually there first. And the church wanted to be where people congregated. So the tavern is not being built next to the church is being built next to the tavern. It just happens that we built the church first in this city. We can see our church here that we did in a previous stream. I did edit the facade a little bit recently, mainly because I had gotten some more CC that would help with that. You can see our medieval shops in the distance back there, and our bathhouse over here. So we are slowly filling out this neighborhood. If we see, we go, aw, thank you, Clarine. If we go back, now, other than this one, we have 4 more lots in this neighborhood of Windenburg to finish off the neighborhood. And then we'll move on to the next. I've been trying to do the high density places first, knowing that those builds are probably going to take longer than most of the builds that are going to be out here, aside from the monastery that I'm planning to build and the castle. Most of the others will be fairly simple tenant farms. But these are more high density sort of builds that mix living with business, or commercial or community lots. And so they're a little bit bigger for the most part, but I really wanted to do the tavern because it is on a small lot and I'm anxious to get another build done. So I figure a smaller lot is a good place to start. To that goal. So we're going to build the tavern. I have looked up what resources I could. Now, unfortunately, one thing that I'm running into with the tavern specifically in looking for resources is a lot of the images that are online are actually fantasy. They're more D&D oriented rather than historically accurate representations of what a tavern would have looked like in this time. And remember, we're looking for builds that would have been built during or towards the late end of the 13th century, given that our starting year for Ultimate Decades is 1300. So obviously it needs to have been built before then. So I found the best resources I could. Their accuracy is a little bit in question, but I have found a couple different things to reference. Now, like most buildings, especially ones that were not super tall or meant to be large construction projects like a cathedral, the shape tended to be fairly simple. Red, welcome in. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. Quick drive-by. I love your face. You're amazing. Aww. Thank you, Brett. Well, thank you for the drive-by. Hello, goodbye, and have a great night. So, most builds in this time, especially like older builds like this, they would have been fairly oblong, like rectangular. I'm thinking it's going to be more like a this with a little bit of an outside bit. Maybe we'll throw a well down in front. You know, maybe throw in a little bit of an upstairs aspect. And we know taverns had cellars, because that is where they would largely be storing all of their goods. So we'll want to sell. Put a basement down. There. Maybe make it a little smaller for the cellar. Medium wall's probably pretty accurate. So we're gonna do this. Now, some things about taverns in this time period is, despite what people may or may not have thought, women did patron these places. They just did not necessarily stay indoors. Sometimes they'd be given their drinks outside of a back door. And a lot of this, I think, had to do with, in some ways, their safety. Because taverns were a place where a lot of unsavory types, if you will, would gather. We're talking criminals and, you know, it was definitely a place that people got into frequent fights. And people did get murdered. That's just kind of how it went. Oh my gosh, Peach! Welcome in! Thank you so much for the raid, love! Hi! How was Animal Crossing? Welcome in, everyone. Let me do a quick chat. Peach, welcome in. Peach's crew, welcome in. If you need to raid and run, I totally understand for anyone. But if you'd like to hang out, we'd love to. Peach, tell me all about your stream. I would love to hear it. If you're not following Cozy Peach, you should. It's a cozy good time. And she plays a lot of really cool games. I'm talking Animal Crossing. Jack, hi! It's so good to see you. She plays Animal Crossing and Palia and lots of other cozy games. And so, like, what are you doing if you're not following Peach? Really should. I hang out in Peach's streams a lot because it is a great place for me to hang out and just, you know, let a day be. Hi, Leo. And if you're new here, you're one of the raiders. Yes! Welcome in, Jack. I know you're one of the raiders. I recognize you. You worked on building up your island. You're 2 stars now. I have no reference for that, but it sounds good. And if you're new here, I'm Ren. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a Sims 4 and cozy variety streamer, along with my cat, Leonardo da Vinci. You're being very good today. You've missed me, haven't you? I've had to be in office all week. I haven't gotten to work from home at all this week. So he's a little extra clingy tonight, more than usual. So, but yeah. And so tonight we're building medieval. So if you'd like to hang out while we build medieval tavern in The Sims, you're more than welcome to do so. But if you need to raid and run, take care of yourself, please do so. And I hope you have a great evening, day, time zone, wherever you're at. You need 3 stars to unlock terraforming. We also went to work and decorated houses. That sounds like a great time. Yeah, that definitely sounds like a great time. So welcome, welcome. And thank you, Peach, for trusting me with your community. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. You're gonna hang here while you break down your stream setup. Love being here for your builds. Best builder. Aw, you're so sweet. Wow. Do what you need to do to break down your stream setup. We'll be here. We're glad to have you. Okay, we want to copy that. One of the things I was talking about before you came in, Peach, was how, you know, things could get really kind of dangerous at taverns. It was a place for drinking and gambling, and people were sometimes sore losers. And that's when a fight might break out, and sometimes it didn't even have to happen there. It would just break out. And yeah, people got murdered in very gruesome ways at these places. Which is why I have given it a mean vibe, because it makes it easier to get Sims angry with mean or mischief interactions, because they're drinking, inhibitions are lower. And so it makes sense that it would be easier to get people angry here. Let's see. Look at... Okay, let's grab a trim. We do have a thatch roof. And I actually think I'm going to remove this one. Strange. That get it? That got it. Okay. Except not on this side. That's why. Okay. Now we're... There we go. That feels like a realistic... Okay. I think we're gonna want a double door for the entrance of this tavern. See what we have. That looks more like a church door. We don't want something that looks like a church door. This is a tavern, after all. Double door, yes. Church door, no. Look for some masonry, something that's gonna fit in with the rest of Windenburg. a bit of an overhang. Yeah, something like this. Taylor, welcome in. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. One looks a little more worn. You're a little cold, but good. How am I? I'm good. Tired from work, but glad to be here hanging out with you guys. And gals and non-binary pals. We're just working on building a medieval tavern. I want to only spend a max of 2 streams on this, so hopefully I can keep going, making progress on it. Peach, thanks for collecting your daily blanket. Your back setup is broken down. You did hear what you were saying about medieval taverns, though. That's wild how dangerous there were. Yeah, there was literally this talk. I saw this story about a guy, he was drunk, and he walked out, and he happened to ask a passerby who he was. And upon being given his answer, literally killed the guy with an axe. So that was a thing. Pray, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. But yeah, definitely not a place you would want to take children to in those days. But hello. So good to see you, Cray. How was your day? What do we think? Do we like this one? Or... what do we think? Did we like the custom content walls or the get-together walls better for the tavern? Your day was good. You met a friend for lunch. That's awesome, Cray. How lovely. Is this the same friend you're going to the barbecue potluck on Monday with? Or is it a different friend? Oh my gosh, and Cray, you're going to a Renaissance fair this weekend? That's so exciting! I'm so happy for you. You're going to have such a good time. Different friend. Okay, cool. You're getting all the friends this weekend. / week. And I love that for you. Kay coming in with a 64% cozy. That's not bad at all. Yes, if you feel comfortable doing so, please feel free to share some pictures in the Discord. You could do it in the MISC chat or in creative stuff, or you know, wherever. Yeah, don't feel like you have to. If you're not comfortable, that's fine. But oh my gosh, Peach! Thank you so much for the Prime sub! I hope you enjoy your 30 days of ad-free viewing and your Leo emotes, my emote twin. You have all the cat power now with both Leo and Iroh at your side. I'm kind of leaning towards this one, I think, for the walls. Thought I had a version that was like a little dirtier, but maybe I didn't. Hold on. Let me look and sort it by custom content. Oh, you love my streams? You need Leo hugging Iroh? Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Well, thank you for the support. I know you only get one Prime sub a month, so I appreciate you using it on me. Let's see. Could have sworn I had one that was kind of like this, but dirtier, you know? But apparently not. So that's like the best I can do. Or why am I always so indecisive with walls? I swear, I'm the most indecisive when it comes to like walls. Some of these are going to be great for the countryside or inside the tavern and just aren't quite suited for outside the tavern. Yeah. All right. I think we'll just go with this. Let's look at our textures here. I have a lot of custom content terrain textures these days. I found one creator who made a ton, and I love them. I'm not gonna lie. Like, look how cool this is. Like, what? Come on. Or like this, where it's like almost like beach stone. Let's look at the actual stone ones. That looks a little less even than the city would have. This seems like too fancy of mason work. to be having in front of the tavern. I'm thinking this one, and then we'll cover it with some dirt to make it look darker. Let's work smarter. All right, let's see. Vigor. Darken it up with some dirt. Do some terrain layering here. Try to get it to blend in with the edge of the lot a little better. It seems like a losing battle at times, but we do our best. That's all we can do. Now, this is the sort of place that you would have, like, a water trough or some such for a horse. It wouldn't look like that, though, so let's grab a well. Ooh, I did not mean to change the time of day. Well. Some people gotta have some place to sober up. Funny thing, you know how people talk about, like, water cooler talk or, you know, the watering hole? You know, wells were also places of gossip. Meg, welcome in. Good morning, love. How are you? Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. I hope you're doing well. I also got this well. You are at the car wash. Isn't it very early for you? What is the time difference? What time in Indonesia? Oh, it's like 8 a.m. So it's not like super duper early, but it's a bit early. That's very early to be at the car wash. Should have been here to hear about our car wash conspiracy last night. You can't sleep, so you decided to get a very early breakfast and wash your car on your way home. Oh, well, did you get yourself something special for breakfast at least? Then you can go back home and then sleep. That works. What do y'all think? Do you want the one with the little roof on it attached and the little bench? Or should we have the one that's just the bucket and well? Should we do a poll? Which well will it be? Just porky noodle that usually open very early, nothing special. Well, I hope it was good and filling and made you happy. 'Cause that's all that really matters. You like the smaller one since it shows water? That's fair. We can always grab a bench to throw out here anyway. More of a log than anything, most likely. Like this. Kind of like a simple bench. It's like sober up, son. Alright, let's look at some little windows. Now, alewives, who are the ones, because beer making, alcohol making, that was largely a women's trade in these days. They actually tended to be more well off than tavern owners. Ooh, this is a cool window. We can't use it here, but maybe I should go back and find a spot to use it on the church. We'll definitely use that at some point. Maybe in our little, like, parish church that we'll put in the countryside. Wait, stop. Oh my gosh. I got better windows than I thought. Six 'em made 'em. See. These need to be turned around. Shutters on the outside, I would think. Well, let's grab a wall. Build a wall. We'll need a very large fireplace. Grab some lights so that we can actually see what we're doing. There we go. Alright. Fireplace time. Let's see what we got. We need a really nice big hearth for the tavern. Like a really big hearth. And this isn't a cooking hearth. This one is just purely to keep people warm. Let's see. I mean, they might put something on there just to use the fire for something. But they wouldn't necessarily have to. Do we have anything bigger? That's a little too fancy. Oh my gosh, this is a powder keg. Ah! Custom content create. Oh, there's a big hearth. Yeah, okay, so maybe they're cooking, you know, seemingly cooking a little bit of the soup. Now, taverns did typically serve some food, but it was usually very simple food. And by that I mean it was usually things like salted fish or a pottage, which is kind of what we're seeing in this big cauldron. Maybe some bread. You know, possibly stale bread. You know, very, very simple offerings for food. But it did have food. We'll have like a small kitchen set up back here and then down to the cellar below. Now, the upstairs, I'm actually planning to be more like a... There. Yep, just delete the floor, room within a room, turn to fence. And now we have an overlook area, and then maybe a more private area for, you know, maybe some shady dealings. To happen on the upstairs. We'll just need to get the stairs or ladder up. Shady dealings, lol, yeah. Because they did. I mean, the criminals hung out at these places. In fact, musicians who would frequently perform at establishments like this, or in people's homes, were largely regarded as thieves. You know, actual professional musicians were largely thought of as thieves, and so they would only be allowed into somebody's home while they were playing, and were usually required to sleep in the barn or stables after they were done performing. Do you have favorite, do you have animal mounts for the wall? I do have animal mounts, but something to keep in mind is real taverns at this time period, that is circa 1300, probably wouldn't have animal mounts. And this is because hunting was really only something the nobility did. And if they had something mounted, it would be done in their home. So once we get into the more nobles' house, the castles, we'll be able to use the animal mounts. But yeah, hunting in some times and places in this time period, a peasant, like a commoner, could be killed for hunting on the king's land. You know, that's why only, hunting wasn't really something that the common folk did. The common folk, in fact, ate very little meat in their diet. Largely because it was expensive. And so even their own animals, there was more value most of the time in selling the meat than eating it for themselves. And the same goes for fish. Like, largely, fish would be the sort of thing they would eat on holidays, like actual, like, very specific religious holidays where meat itself was prohibited. And so they would not have, you know, their diets were largely vegetarian, honestly, the common folk. Not vegan, because they did drink a lot of milk and eat a lot of cheese. But definitely on the vegetarian side of the things most of the time, because meat was expensive. You know, farm animals were expensive. And so they were more likely to keep and raise and breed a farm animal than they were to kill the animal for its meat. Phoenix, welcome in. Thanks for collecting your daily blanket. How are you? Oh, thank you for the lurk. No worries. No need to respond. You're doing good. How am I? I'm good. We're just starting our tavern. We'll see how much we get done today. I'd like to make some really good progress because the max amount of streams I really want to work on this is 2. If I could get it all done tonight, I'd be even happier. Mainly because I want to get more buildings done. We've only gotten 3 done. I really want to get that 4th done so that we can start looking at our next thing. So I think we're gonna go with like some sort of archway, kind of a simple archway, like there. Simple post and lintel. Let's look at some paneling walls here. Now, the floor in this place is most likely dirt, not any sort of stone or anything like that, and it would be covered in hay. Let's just do this. Well, technically it would be covered in rushes, but there is no custom content providing any sort of look at rushes. Now, rushes were a sort of grassy reed that would grow along waterways. And I'm pretty sure still does. to this day. But they would be bundled at this time period. Later, they would be woven to create kind of mats that would be put into like home floors and such. During this time period, the mats were only used as kind of like sleeping pads for the poor. But, let's see. But there is no rushes. I can't find mats. I can't find rugs type. No floor. Nobody has made any, which is very sad. For me, for my historical accuracy, more than anything else. We want a chimney. Speaking of, I'm going to make kind of a chimney cutout here. Make that our mark for going back. Oh, and we are on ads. Because of ads, I'm going to be right back and feed my kitty. So I will be right back, and I will see you in just about 2 minutes. Welcome back from ads. If you had ads, thank you so much for sticking through them and supporting the channel. We're back in our medieval tavern. I've created something of a little chimney to go behind the fireplace. We can put the other hearth that they would actually cook out of, actual in-game could cook out of on the other side of the chimney. And I was looking for some sort of stone we could stick on the chimney. So there's that option. I don't mind that. That actually looks pretty good. There is this one, which is a custom content. It's a little grittier. I also have this one. See, should we put the hearth on a platform? It doesn't really look like the type that would be on a platform, though. This is a column from Horse Ranch, and I actually like that it's like, it's got like notches out of it and stuff, you know? Perfect. Now we want some sort of chimney to put on top of this. That way, when the fireplace is lit, we'll actually get some sort of smoke. Amaryllis, welcome in. How are you? It's so good to see you. Let's see. Thank you for the lurk. Ooh, perfect. Sell that. Let's grab this. Got it. There. Ooh. Okay, on this one. Ooh, maybe we just need to put something over the windows. Maybe we need to change the windows to something that makes more sense. At least on this side. Trying to figure out the best placement for these. Look for some tables. Oh, we'll definitely need like the actual like bar area, which I've somewhat neglected. We can make it be like this area. Let's look for a bar. Maybe I just need to move this to the other side. I mean, I could make the whole thing bigger. If I really wanted. We'll think about that while we grab some counters. All right. There, that fixed. Back to counters. think I liked the other bar better for this, after all. Okay. Okay. Grab some tables. Okay, I'm gonna sort by custom content here. Meg, thank you so much for the lurk. Alright, what else do we have for tables? Alright, how about some seats? What we got there? Okay. Okay. Let's look at some lights. Handle. Let's see. Table candles. This is not for romantic purposes, despite appearances. Aw, thank you, Peach. I'm gonna remove these lights just so that we can see how our lighting situation is going. Okay. I mean, the fireplace will give off a lot of light once lit. I think we're doing pretty good, really. Looking for just the right stool or chair. Grab a table candle. We will need some hay on the floor up here, as that would have been normal. Okay. Do a little more on this side. Get all the hay all over the floor. Oh my gosh, it wants me to put a television in here somewhere. It's a good thing I've got some custom content TV replacements that I can use. At least I believe I got them. Barrel rack. That's considered a TV stand. That should actually be in the cellar, probably. We can probably make these smaller. A little bit smaller. Back from dinner, Lurk? How was dinner, Cray? What'd you make? Oh, it did count as a television. Huh. The barrel rack counts as a television. That's hilarious to me. Wait, you know what? Let's see. Ellie, welcome in. Thank you for collecting your daily blanket. How are you? And Cray, it was good you had spaghetti with meat sauce, ground turkey, and garlic bread. You also ate the rest of your kale cabbage salad. You'll post a pic. Ooh. I'd love to see. Let me look. Oh my gosh, it looks delicious, as always. Oh. Wow, I'd eat that in a heartbeat. I'd buy that at a restaurant. It looks fabulous. I'm not exaggerating. %. Hey, that's higher than you were getting yesterday. At least. So, improvement. It's because you're closer to the weekend now. How's that? Okay, cool. %, a win. It is a win. For sure. Okay. You're not far. Wait. There we go. There we go. I guess I can move them all a little further back. There we go. Look at that. So neat. Okay. Slightly further over. Florine, thank you for redeeming Hydrate or Dihydrate. I do have a water bottle with me. Thank you for using your lotus petals to take care of me. There we go. We've got one that can move over slightly, but the others look pretty good. Boom. Full shelf. Grab a dirt floor here. And then a wall. We're close enough to a waterway that they might have it be stone. I think that one's the one I'm gonna go with. I'm just gonna search Tavern to see what CC I have that was labeled for Tavern. We have a closed sack. Gotta replace this bit. We've got some bread. I'll throw it out on one of the tables. Some more sacks. Ale mugs, of course. We'll throw a smattering of those all over. There we go. Ooh, missed a table. Okay. the barrel they currently have on tap. See. Cheese. Of course, the salted fish that I mentioned earlier that would frequently be served in these sorts. Alright, I think I'm gonna put these down one more spot here so that they'll line up with the beams. This one's slightly too high. Grab some more beams. Get the colors to match now. And we are on ads. Ooh. I'll just wait for ads to end and then I will give you guys a little bit of medieval history. Thank you, Clarine, for redeeming. Just gonna wait for ads to end. Okay, yeah, that looks better. I'll get there, Peach. No worries. And Desi, thank you for lurking. I appreciate it. All right. And Twitch tells me that ads are done now. So welcome back if you had ads. Thanks for sticking through them. This is what the inside looks like in play mode. Obviously, I still have to paint the ceiling. Now, Clarine redeemed the medieval fact of the day. And I have to ask you all, do you want the more, like, I found a few things where, like, a phrase or a word finds its origin in something that happened in medieval times, that something was a practice. Now, do you want the tame one? Or the one that's a bit morbid and might change your view of an everyday object? I inspired you to make a vintage Twitch overlay? Ooh. Alright, we got one person who says Untamed, two people who say Untamed. Ooh, everybody's... You guys want the morbid? Morbid, alright. You guys asked for it. You guys asked for it. It's unanimous. Okay, everybody wants the kind of morbid medieval fact. So here it is. After medieval battles, women were the ones who were tasked to tally the dead. Lucky girls, right? However, obviously, men, dead men especially, in big heavy suits of armor, were very heavy. Now, to ease the counting of the dead, what the women would do is they would cut off a hand of the dead and put it in a bag. And that is how they would count the dead, is through all these hands in a bag, which became known as a handbag. That is where the word handbag comes from. There's your medieval fact of the day. You'll never look at a handbag the same way. But yeah, that's where the word handbag comes from. Sarah Scotty, not me buying more handbags. You know, Sarah, you do you. Get more bags. Welcome in, first time chatter. We're glad to have you. You need a fake hand for your bag? Oh my gosh. Am I gonna start a trend? But yeah, that's your medieval fact of the day. Your official one. Men should beware, their hand will be in the bag. I love you guys so, so much. But yeah, this is what our tavern currently looks like. I will be adding the stairs to get upstairs. No worries. So that will be happening. But I wanted to get a good look and see how all the banister, you know, the supports were looking. We need to trend this, get fake hands for our handbags. If people are like, why? That's so weird. It's like, no, it's not weird. It's historically accurate. All right, let's see what I need. But now you know. No jewelry, we need hands. Just a passive threat to any man. Alright. I'm so glad you like the fun facts, Desi. Alright. Ah, my eyes watering. It is that time of year, you know. Itchy, watery eyes season. Let's grab some sort of anything history for you. Well, yeah, Thursdays are kind of the place to be here for the history. Though I do have the medieval fact of, of the day redeemable during any stream, not just when I'm doing medieval building. I always have one prepared for anyone who wants to listen. Alright, let's paint this ceiling so it's not so drastically ghastly white. See, something I wanted to look, actually. One thing to check real quick. Oh, and thank you so much for redeeming Save the Game. I have actually, gasp, not saved the game at all today. So that is sorely needed. It's a good thing my game didn't crash. Alright, time to paint the ceiling here. It's gonna bug me if I leave it any longer. You want a wood. Alright, let's see how that looks. I'm actually making really good progress. You put a lot of trust in the game, LOL. No, I'm just forgetful. It's not trust. It's just the brain not remembering to save. Desi, I need you to understand that once I went 6 hours without saving the game, it's not trust. It's not trust. It's the furthest thing from trust. It's just me forgetting to do so. Yeah. Starting to come together. Alright. This is not the same color as the other ones. Even though I have it set to be the same color as the other ones. It is not. Oh well. You spent 16 hours in cast, then quit without saving your sim to the gallery. I did that once with a build. Yeah, I've been there, but with a build. I've never spent that long in cast before. I'll be honest, cast is probably the place that I spend the least amount of time. Most of my time I spend in gameplay or building. Your main places are build and cast. Let's see. You know, I said I was going to add a chimney earlier, and I don't think I ever did add an actual chimney. Let's see. Hmm. Let's add an actual chimney to the roof here. In Sims 4 anyways. Gotcha. Yeah. I know you do a lot of playing in like Sims 2 and Sims 3, right? I think those are the two that you play the most. That I've seen anyway. Let's see. Chimney. Yeah, you just got back into Sims 4. Yeah, I could see that. Got that. Gotta throw some counters back here so that it's actually like at least a little bit functional. Okay, I did add a table candle there already, so let's just add one here to the counters. There. Okay, back to actual, like, ceiling. There we go. This is probably more candles than they would have actually used, but we do need it to be functional enough for gameplay. So, artistic license. Probably remove one. There we go. Okay. Oops. There we go. Okay. Right, stairs. Where the heck am I putting the stairs to the upstairs? Probably over here, actually. Let's move this to be, I don't know, somewhere. Make this more like that and that. There we go. That would make that kind of useless right there. Got an idea. Let's move all these down to here. Thank you, Desi. All right, and then throw a wall down like so. We'll remove the wall here. Oops, undo, not that wall. Not quite enough. place the walls back. Swatches we want them to have. And grab some more light. Dark, shady corner in the back here. There we go. Get rid of the extra hay. Now, some of the other lot requirements we should address. Like the fact that we need a stereo. Well, I've got some medieval replacements that we can use. Such as this lute. There we go. Now there's that. Now I just need a trash can and a toilet. Added a sink somewhere. Obviously the toilet's gonna be kind of like outside. Probably just a pee bush. They didn't really dedicate bathrooms in these areas. Yep, pea bush. Waste disposal. We've got trash barrels for that. It is officially a fully functioning bar. with 44 dining chairs. You can fit a lot of Sims in this place. Aw, thank you, Zeppy. And other than a little bit of touch-ups and, like, cluttering and stuff and making sure the lighting's good, I really think we're gonna finish this tonight, guys. We just need to finish kind of a little bit of cluttering and a little bit of decor, particularly on the outside. Oh, and a sign. We do need a sign for our tavern. And we need a name. If you have thoughts on what we should be naming our tavern, please put it in the chat. I'm open to suggestions. If you want a hand in naming, for instance, Micah is the one who ended up naming our... thank you, Cray, for the hydrate or dihydrate. I choose to hydrate. Micah's the one who ended up naming our bathhouse, which is going to be forever known as Bread, Bath, and Beyond, because it's also a bakery. But like I said, if you have thoughts about what a lot should be named, let me know. Let's see. Tavern sign. Got this one. Red, which has the name Red Dragon Tavern on it. But it's in, the thing is not everyone would be able to read at this time. So it would have been, I would like this better if it was Outback Cookhouse. Oh my gosh. The Prancing Pony. Ooh, that's a good one. The Tavern. It's, yeah, I know, it's from LOTR. Ooh. We might have to do a poll. Since we got more than one suggestion. Any other suggestions? Oh, you would make shady deals there. 10 on 10 would make a shady deal. Alright, well, let's do a poll with the two suggestions. So we have Outback Cookhouse and the Prancing Pony. So let's do a poll. What should we name the tavern? Outback Cookhouse or the Prancing Pony. I'm not going to allow additional votes at this time, but I will give... I'll let it run for 10 minutes. So the poll is started. If you don't see it, give it a vote. Refresh your page, then give it a vote. And let me know what you like more. Yeah, we wouldn't have hanging corn. Facts, maybe. Flutter. Let's think. How should we... I needed to finish. Down here needs more clutter for sure. See if I have anything that pops up when I say cellar. Just the doors. What about just barrel? What do I get? Lynn, welcome in. How are you, love? I hope you're doing well. Are there mods to assign people jobs, like to decide who works in the tavern? We're gonna make a tavern person or two, and we'll just make them, we'll give them the mixology, because all the other lots in this save file are deleted. Every save file, every townie, everything has been deleted. And Lynn, 3 nights in a row, coming in with the really high cozy score. Way to go. But yeah, so no, we are gonna make all of the NPCs who will be in this game. Or you can make one and redeem, and I will add your sim to my game. Either I will make it for you, or you make one, let me know. I'll take it off your gallery page. Lynn is perpetually cozy. That is true. It is very true. Lynn is perpetually cozy. Just ultimate cozy. He's been 92, 95, 90. Just all the cozy vibes. Share the cozy, Lynn. In Desi, 85%. Not bad. 87%, my bad. Even better. Let's see. What else can we add down here? Peach, try again. Moobot is a bit slow. Sometimes it takes it 5 to 10 seconds to kind of be ready for the next person. Hopefully, I'm actually planning to spend my Memorial Day switching all my chat commands over to mix it up, so that should no longer be a problem this time next week. See, look how cozy you are, Peach. 95. You are Cozy twins with Lynn tonight. Very nice. Very nice. You stole the cozy. Oh. Let's see. Let's look at a shelf. What else should we add down here all? It's those shady dealings you told me about. Bring the blankets, everyone. Let's make a fort. Exactly. Make those blanket forts. Alright, we need some sort of... I'm gonna find like a little end table or something. That's floating a little bit. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Remove these, say how we're doing on the light distribution here. Not too bad. Pretty atmospheric. Actually, Peach, we already built an apothecary. And then we're gonna have an herbalist in the countryside because we're downtown, so they'll have an apothecary, and the countryside will have an herbalist. But yeah, we built the apothecary in the shops that you can see over there. You missed it. It's okay, no worries. I would be happy to give everyone kind of a quick overview of what we've built so far in Windenburg. Since it looks like we're gonna have some extra time this stream. What can we add outside, do you all think? Should I do some stone wall? Hold on, Leo's getting into something. No! Bad! Naughty. You guys like the sound of that, though? Sure, we can do a quick look around. Fencing, place to tie your horse. That's a good idea. That's a good idea. Maybe let's grab like the one from Horse Ranch itself. Do like no. I think I might have to kick Leo out for a little bit. Sorry, guys. I can't accept him destroying my art supplies. No, sir. Okay. So this would be the theoretical place to tie a horse. Hay on the ground, small flower box. Oh, you know what I can do also? I mean, it'll be invisible unless somebody uses it, but I have invisible fencing, like sword fight markers. You know, I talked about how people get, you know, really angry and stuff drinking at these places, and it did result in some murder here and there. Just a little light murder. You know, nothing major. But we could throw in a place for them to duel. I'm gonna throw some hay down over here, too. For the horsies. Is that too much? That might be too much. Now, since we, as commoners in 1300, won't really have the right to use a sword, it'll be a little time before we are personally the ones to be doing so. But we could roleplay some stuff, maybe with other people. I don't think I have any stocks, but let's check. I do not. I don't have any stocks. I think there is custom content for stocks, though, so that's something I'll have to look into. Alright. Sword. Ugh. The invisible sword scene. There. Like I said, it's invisible, so you can't see it. But it is there. Let's see. Let's look at our outdoor decoration. Maybe a cart of some sort. I'm gonna throw in a little hidden Grim Reaper gnome. Wooden gnome. Hide him in the corner here. You didn't see anything. Let's see. The Sims medieval to Sims 4 conversion, it might have the stocks. Yeah, possibly. But I'm not sure this is the right place for that either. We are going to do a guild hall. And so that might be the better place because that's the more likely place where they would do hearings. Because guild halls tended to also serve as some sort of like judicial sort of court as far as like hearings and such, like a town hall almost. There. Throw down a cart. Load it with some hay. I think it's looking pretty good. Let's look at some, like, outdoor... We're in the city, so I don't see ivy being quite as much of an issue. Okay, I think we're looking pretty good here. That said, what was the result of our poll? View results. Prancing Pony was the winner. And so it shall be. The Prancing Pony. Alright, let's do a quick first person. Here's the tavern. We're going in for a pint. After a long day of work. Should fix that. And Clarine, thank you for redeeming group stretch. Everybody, if you're watching with me, take a moment, do a nice big stretch. Stretch out your arms, roll your shoulders, neck, your wrists. Aw, thank you, Peach. That felt good. Thank you, Clarine. Wrong way. Oh, you get the idea. It doesn't like to go into the basement without already being on that level. We are not this small. We are not hobbits. We are not hobbits. We can see the church out this window. Speaking for yourself, I might be a hobbit. Fair enough. I speak only for myself when saying. See, this way, if a brawl breaks out down there, or if somebody's playing the lute or something, then we can, like, look over the balcony and, like, see all the action. Alright, I need to fix that hay bale right by the wall. Believe. That fix it. Leave. Almost. These need to move out slightly. There we go. All fixed. That's where we deal the cozy black market deals. Yep. Yep, it is. Alright. We actually did it. We built the tavern in one stream. Go us! Yay! Spell it right. The prancing pony. Must save it to my library. That means we are officially at 4 out of 25 lots that we plan to build on, because I'm not building at the bluffs or at the ruins. Now, you guys asked for it. We are about to get ads. So after ads run, let's see, how far out are we from ads? Very, like, just a second, we're gonna get ads, guys. So after ads, there it is. After ads, I will show you. I will tour our other completed lots. But yeah, so let's go into Manage Worlds so that we can appreciate how our map is fleshing out. Four out of 25 lots that we plan to build on, because I'm not building on either the ancient ruins or the bluffs. And there's 27 total lots on Windenburg. It is one of the bigger maps in The Sims. So we'll go in order that we built. So I'll start with the cathedral, do the bathhouse, and then show you the shops. The shops is going to take the longest to tour technically because it has the most rooms. But I'm going to take a drink of water. But ignore the sus cart, and everything will be fine. And Daphne, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in officially. If you prefer to lurk, you're more than welcome to do so, but we're glad you're here. Yeah, I spent 3 streams on the cathedral. They're all on my YouTube channel. And I did make a non-CC version of this. It's on the gallery. Welcome back from ads. If you had ads, I appreciate you sticking through them and supporting the channel. We finished our tavern successfully in 1 stream. This is our cathedral, which took us 3 streams, all on YouTube. I've got a playlist. I've got a playlist for the streams I've been doing to prep for Ultimate Decades. But this is our cathedral. This was our first build we did when we started our Ultimate Decades prep. I'll give you guys a quick tour and we'll move on to the next, just so you guys can get a real feel for the world that we're working on building here. Ignore the sus cart outside the church. I'm good, Daphne. How are you? See. Speed past the sus cart. Like I said, I did make a non-CC version of this. It's on the gallery. I still am. I should hopefully have the time to do. Obviously, custom content helps a lot. Aw, thank you, Daphne. We've got a little prayer chapel off to the side here. Aw, no worries, Daphne. I'm glad to see you. course, we have to have confessional, so you can confess your sins against the Watcher, aka me. Because as the player, you are the Watcher. This is the Cathedral of the Watcher, which is the religion in The Sims Medieval. The Watcher is essentially God. Oh, shoot. Back down. Let's see. Another little chapel. You're headed to sleep? All right, Amaryllis. Well, thanks for hanging out. I hope you have a wonderful night and a wonderful dreams. Should we go upstairs or downstairs? Well, let's go upstairs because I'm going to have to, like, actually go down into the basement. This spiral staircase, theoretically, is functional. I do have the mods that should work for it to be functional. In theory. We do have an organ back here. Then we've got a little spot for our priest to do some art, some prayer, work on their music abilities, take a sleep. You're off to sleep too? Well, have a great night, Cray. It was great having you here. Sleep well. I need to make a tuck-in command, considering how late I tend to stream. Alright. So that's the upstairs floors. I don't have anything actually going into the tower, just assume that there's a bell up there. And then, arguably, the best part. Hopefully this will work. Okay, there we go. Welcome to the crypt. Essentially, yeah, it's a crypt, so... with plenty of room for more to be added in here. Our notables, that is. Aw, thank you guys. Alright, so that is the church. Like I said, there is a non-CC version. I have also uploaded this custom content version. Granted, I have made a couple changes to the outside in particular since then, but nothing major. Alright. So next, let's check out the bathhouse. Now, technically, in this time period, there would be separate bathhouses for men and women for a semblance of decency, considering it was a bunch of people naked around each other. I'm not making more than one bathhouse. We'll just assume that they bathe at different times of day. It is also a bakery, because bakeries and bathhouses actually went hand in hand a lot of the time, as the bathhouses would use the heat from the baker's ovens to heat the bath water. Here, I'll let you out of mod jail, Devney. But yes. This is the place where you would be naked around other people because it is a public bathhouse. That is how it works. Zoom. Alright, so like we go in. We pay the front area for our bath. We go in. Now, when we actually gameplay, I do have a mod that I'm going to download that will mean that Sims don't get embarrassed around each other. Yeah, so you've got this, but then if you're like super fancy and pay the little bit extra, you can have your own personal bath. In the big old tub with like food and drink service. This is for the fancy people. Gives you Witcher batch 5. You know, it's funny you say that because the creator of some of this CC based their stuff off The Witcher. And look, we even put out some muffins. We got muffins. Ta-da! And bread. We got all the best stuff. Makes so much sense. I would also like a muffin. Me too. I think I might make muffins tomorrow after I get home from Leo's vet appointment. And before you guys worry, nothing's wrong with Leo. He's just going in for an annual wellness visit. So on this side, we have the bakery. So we have both an outdoor oven space, because sometimes they'd bake outside. But then we also have the inside bakery. Ah! There we go. We go up the stairs. And this is where the baker and his family lives. You get a little chamber pot area. Couple bedrooms. Aw, thank you, Peach. We even have a little balcony, so we can go out and, like, gawk at the people. But yeah, that is Bread, Bath, and Beyond. Now, lastly, I'll take you guys over to the shops that we did. Now, these are kind of upscale shops. These are shops that would be patroned by the richest of society. The nobles, the knights, the royals. This is where they would shop. Getting their luxury goods. Now, first things first, I'll take you into the fabric shop. And this is where they live. Yeah, high quality fabrics. With like rich dyes and fabric, you know, patterns. Now at the very top, we've got a couple bedrooms. There we go. And this one could be either like an apprentice, maybe not a family member, but an apprentice or a servant, sleeping quarters. Next, we have the apothecary. Are you allowing occult sims? I haven't really decided yet. Because one of my goals with the Ultimate Decades was to be historically accurate. night, Desi. Sleep well. Thanks for hanging out tonight. See, that's not the one I'm missing. This is the one. Okay. All right. And we've got our luxury goods cellar, spices, fancy toys, instruments, very detailed tapestries, books, wines that were imported. Jewelry. And Meg, thank you for redeeming Hydrate or Dihydrate. I appreciate you using your lotus petals to take care of me. Early morning tomorrow, 6 a.m. Yeah, totally understand, Desi. Get some rest, sleep well, and I hope you have a great day. So this one's more of like a general merchant kind of home. But for luxury goods. Again, probably a servant or apprentice sleeps in this room. Alright, we got one shop and the guard tower left to take a quick peek at, and then I'll let you guys go. I say that like you can't leave at any time. You can. This is an inn, actually, instead of a shop, so people would just stay here. I imagine it's run by... Personally, I imagine that this is run by an old widow who inherited the inn from her late husband. How the husband died, I leave up to you if you wanted to make the widow. But yeah, so the bedrooms all pretty much look the same. You know, it's a lot of double singles. Or single. Just small, basic rooms that people would spend a night in. Aw, you build great things, Peach. Don't sell yourself short. Toilets. Alright. And lastly, the guard tower. Boop. And ignore how they... Yeah, I couldn't fix that, but... So we've got a little spot. They got a jug. Some dice. Some orders. There is a small toilet back here. In here we've got an armory, swords, arrows, bows, daggers. Everything your town guard could need to defend the city. On the next floor, we've got a small sleeping quarters for our guards to take a rest between shifts. And then up here, we have kind of the watchtower aspect of it. So they could watch out the window for invaders. Or signal using the light. But that's that. That's all our builds that we've done so far in our medieval save file. And so that is our world so far. I'm so glad that we finished the tavern in one stream. I was really hoping that we were going to do that. So now we're going to have to decide what to do next. Now, I have like some kind of merchant townhomes, apartments, another market area, and then the guild's house. I'm leaning towards the guild's house since it's a community space, and I'd rather get that done before I dive in that or the market, like the kind of like open air market. I'd rather get those done before I dive into the another more residential aspect, except maybe the peasant apartments just because they're small. Those would be the apartments of servants, maybe the guards, family, that sort of thing. Lower tier kind of people who do more menial labor on this side. We're gonna have a lot of residential throughout this build. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But that is all we're gonna do for the rest of tonight. Let's see if we have a friend who we could raid. Who's doing Sims building. Let's see. It's been a while since we've raided Pip, and it looks like he's going for something that's gonna be pretty cool, a little whimsical, definitely closer to the style that we've been doing tonight. So I think we're gonna go raid Pipachio, who's another friend. Devney, what do you know that I don't know? Devney, what do you know? He knows nothing, Peach says. Alright. See. Well, I'm gonna have us raid Pipachio. So, if you're a follower hanging out with us tonight, grab our first raid message. If you're a subscriber hanging out with us tonight, grab the second raid message. Now, while my next stream won't be till Saturday, which we'll be doing community gameplay of King of the Castle, which, if you don't know, is a Twitch integrated game where I play as the monarch and you all play as the nobles who are trying to overthrow me. So if you want to see that, I'll be live for that 7 p.m. Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Saturday, aka 4 p.m. Pacific time. I will be live for that. If you'd like to join and play and try to overthrow me, I'd love to see you there. But I'm also doing a movie night in my Discord channel tomorrow. We're gonna watch The Princess Bride. So if you would like to watch a cult classic fairy tale with me, feel free to join the Discord. I'd love to see you there for movie, cozy conversations, suggestions. I do polls in there fairly frequently for various things. So yeah, that's me. And if I don't see you in Discord, I hope to see you on Saturday. But I'm going to start the raid. So we can go say hi to Pip. Thank you all for being here. I've really enjoyed hanging out with you guys tonight. I'm going to give a quick shout out to Pipachio. If I can spell his name right. That is the question. I struggle with spelling. But just in case you get lost on the raid, that's where we're gonna be. So I'd love to see you there. Let's see. So yeah. And you all have a great night. I hope you guys have sweet dreams, sweet days. And I will see you guys around the internet. But goodbye, my guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Stay cozy.